The two things that I found most important about directing Shakespeare for grade school students are passion and patience. You need to have those in equal measure. It's something wonderful to engage with all ages with Shakespeare, to get them involved in Shakespeare in every way possible. And being passionate about that helps them become passionate about it as well. But I was surprised at how much patience I had to have. The students were extremely curious, from the kindergartners up to the 7th graders. They all had marvelous questions. They all wanted to know about particular lines, about particular motivations, about why their character was performing in one way and not in another, about why I was having them move in one direction and not in another. And I had to have immense patience to be able to answer those questions, or to say, I can't answer that question yet. I'll need to work on that and get back to you on it.
Okay. How do you feel about that, Caitlin?
I enjoyed it. That's very good tips. Do you feel like you've spoken your piece?
Sure. I can always say more.
You can say more if you feel like
yeah, go ahead. Just give it a nice intro again, because we'll probably use,
okay.
Yeah.
Use them as solid,
as separate, yeah.
Solid things. All right. Well, let's see. What was really significant about the productions of Shakespeare that I directed in grade school was to have everyone participate. I could not have done it if the parents weren't standing behind the students, if the teachers had not taught them their plays so well, if the people in charge of costumes and sets had not been so extraordinary. I could not have done what I did. But with that involvement, with the entire community working together to produce a Shakespeare play, we had such a marvelous time. And the students, almost all the students, point to the Shakespeare play, the culminating event of our school year, as the thing they enjoyed most.
Great.
Very good.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So going into 6th grade, that's really fun. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Great. Will you say and spell just your first name for me?
My name is Margaret Jones. MargaretJones.
Great.
Thank you.
And you just said you were going to be in 6th grade next year? Great. So Margaret, what you can do is you can just look right at Caitlin, okay? And you don't have to worry about the camera. Just try to forget that it's here, okay?
All right. Great. So what character did you play in the last play you were in by Shakespeare?
I played the character of Leonardo.
Leonardo. And what happened to your character in the play?
Well, Leonardo is the governor of Messina, and his daughter, Hero, is planning to marry this other, a Lord Claudio, and everything's going well for him, and he's pretty excited, but then there are all these things that kind of intervene, and the day of the wedding, things start off on the wrong foot, kind of, and the wedding kind of gets crashed, and Leonardo, at first he really is just crushed, but then later he has to pretend, even though he knows Hero isn't dead, he's pretend to be very sad that Hero is dead.
What was your favorite line? Do you remember it?
My favorite line, I think, was during a scene with Dogberry, who's the constable of Messina. Mm-hmm. And I was telling, her that, kind of just explaining to her that she couldn't just come to me every time she needed to do something, and that I was busy.
Very good.
Their examination yourself, and bring it to me. I am now in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
Very good.
All right, I'm good, Caitlin.
That was a fun scene. So did you like reading or performing Shakespeare better, and why?
I like performing Shakespeare better, because you get to move around and not just sit and read. I like reading Shakespeare too, but moving around and being a character is more fun.
How do Shakespeare's words make you feel?
It kind of depends who the character is or what's happening, because sometimes you kind of feel what the character's feeling, or what the general kind of atmosphere at the moment is.
In general, when you're reading Shakespeare, do you feel anything? Do you feel the emotions of the character you're reading, for instance?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like you said. If someone in your class didn't like Shakespeare, obviously they'd have to be new to the school, but what would you say to change their mind?
Well, I probably first try to convince them that Shakespeare really is exciting and fun, and maybe tell them what we've done and what we've gotten to do. And to try to convince them that Shakespeare, it's not boring and it's really fun.
All right, that's great. That's a great answer. Thank you very much, Margaret. You're all done.
Bad.
It was bad. What did you do?
I forgot.
You forget? That's okay. Did you have a character in Midsummer? Who were you in Midsummer?
Tom Snout.
You were Tom Snout. And who does he play in Pyramus and Thisbe? That's not as much. People pretend to die in what you do.
All right. Isaac, spell your name for me.
Isaac.
All right.
All right. So do you like reading or performing Shakespeare better, and why?
Performing. Because I liked acting.
What about acting do you like?
Saying my lines.
Cool. How does Shakespeare's words make you feel when you're saying them?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's okay. If someone in your class didn't like Shakespeare, what would you say to them to change their mind?
It's fun.
It's fun? How is it fun?
Because you get to act.
Very good. Is there anything else you'd like to say about Shakespeare while you're here? No?
Do you want to get them a line from your last performance?
Yeah. Do you remember a line? Which line?
How about your wall line? Can you give that nice and loud? In this same interlude, it doth befall.
It was seen interlude it doth befall that I once not by name present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a cranied hole or cheek, the which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly. This loam does half cast, and this stone does show that I on the same wall, that truth is so.
And that's from over a year ago, right? Very good.
What does that mean? What you just said? Like paraphrase it. Tell me what it means in your own words.
I don't know.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you so much, Isaac. I'm very glad you got on camera for us today. Good. Just had more fun as Starveling. Okay. Do you remember a line from one of your plays?
Which one?
Either one.
Hmm?
Okay. Can you say it for me?
Yeah. I came yonder from a great supper. The prince your brother is royally entertained by Leonato, and I can tell you've an intended marriage.
Ooh, and what does that mean?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. And what happened to Borachio in the play?
Actually, I do know what it means.
Okay, tell me.
It means that I came from a great supper,
Mm-hmm.
and Leonato entertained the prince.
Very good. It's a pretty straightforward line, right? It's good. So what happened to Borachio in the play?
I got captured by Margaret.
Oh no. You got captured by Margaret. Not your sister Margaret. The character Margaret.
Actually, by her sister. We sort of wrote Margaret out of our production.
Oh! That's
just
really
because
funny.
of the casting, we didn't have enough people to play all the parts in the play, so some
Okay.
people got cut. So Margaret takes control of her idea.
Oh, I see. Very cool then. So it was sort of serendipitous.
Go ahead, Caitlin.
Okay. Do you like reading or performing Shakespeare better, and why?
I like performing Shakespeare better because I get to act and I like moving around more.
And what do you like about acting?
That I get to move around.
Cool. How does Shakespeare's words make you feel?
I don't know.
You don't know? When you're performing, do you feel excited or happy?
When I'm performing the actual play in front of people, nervous and excited.
If someone in your class didn't like Shakespeare, what would you say to change their mind?
That it's fun acting, and you'll probably like it when it comes to the time of the year when we start practicing.
Very cool. Is there anything else you'd like to say about Shakespeare while you're here? No? Do you like Shakespeare?
What did you think when your dad first said you guys were going to do a Shakespeare play? Did you think he was crazy?
No.
What did you think? Did you think it sounded like a good idea? Why?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Do you read
What did you learn? Did you learn anything from the experience?
To speak louder.
Very good. That's actually very good. All right.
Alrighty. And just say, will you say and spell your first name?